Hey guys, it's CL, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I make brand new Critical Role recaps every Monday at noon, and would be happy to have you join the party. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the Bertrand bell to be notified of future videos. This week, I wanted to talk about Critical Role in sort of a different way than usual. What Hogwarts house would the party members fall into if they lived in the wizarding world of Harry Potter? You may be wondering how I got here. I've been thinking a lot about Caleb since the announcement for the Campaign 2 reunion that will be in theaters next month, which, by the way, hype! And I was thinking about how much Caleb changed my view of magic and wizardry. Since, to be honest, a lot of my experience with it in books and media was from Harry Potter before my introduction into D&D. So the two kind of paired seamlessly in my head, and I started to think, what Hogwarts houses would these characters be sorted into? Some are obvious, like in Campaign 1. Grog, Vax, and Vex all fall very easily for me into Gryffindor. Then you have Scanlan, who's incredibly multifaceted. He's got some of that courage, but he's also got a killer wit that could fit in with cunning Slytherin. However, I think I'd place him into Hufflepuff considering his heart and what he tried to do for Vax at the end of the series. I think he'd fit perfectly therein with Pike and Keyleth. Then you have Percy. He's hyper-intelligent and well-mannered, which you'd think would be a trait of Ravenclaw. Yet there's a lot of darkness and evil that lie within him. Whether it was Orthax's fault or not, I just feel like the Derolos would be a legacy family at Hogwarts. Like the Weasleys or the Black family. So I'm gonna have to go with Ravenclaw. I think the lineage that we're familiar with, especially future family members, are all incredibly intelligent. I mean, hell, they run a city and kick ass at it. So I'm going with Team Blue on this one. I could also see an argument for Grog and Pike to be in either Gryffindor or Hufflepuff, but hey, I went with my heart. In Campaign 2, we deviate from a lot of those stereotypical hero tropes and settle into the shades of gray between hero and vigilante. Molly Mock for me is a Slytherin. His entire history with the circus was built on deceiving and tricking the eye into a sale. If that doesn't scream Slytherin, I don't know what else does. However, then you have Talison's other character. I think I'd put the soft Caduceus into Hufflepuff because duh. And for me, Veth is very obviously Slytherin despite her yellow garb. If you've read the books, in Deathly Hallows there's a scene that's described about who stays during the Battle of Hogwarts in the fight with the Death Eaters. Slytherins were notably few and far between. There's something about Veth's cowardice that slowly becomes a strange courage that feels very Slytherin to me. Bo is obviously Ravenclaw by her search for truth and knowledge and sick blue robes. I think she's also joined by Caleb, who despite his flaws and thoughts of destroying it all, he doesn't, and I think that spares him from being a Slytherin. Jester is so painfully obviously a Hufflepuff, but also for me, I think so is Yasha. Seeing her softness bloom and grow like the flower she keeps pressed in between her books really settles her in this house for me. Finally, I think Ford is the only Gryffindor. But they do say that Gryffindor and Slytherin are often two sides to the same coin, so keep an eye on Uk'otoa before we permanently sort him in red. Now, I think Bell's Hells was a little bit harder for me. I think as we've entered into Campaign 3, the cast has gotten a lot more daring, or should I say, Tyrion daring Tim. Okay, that didn't work, I apologize. But they've gotten a lot more daring in character creation and who they're bringing to the table. You still have a couple of obvious ones, of course, like Orem fits incredibly well in Gryffindor, while I'd sort the caring FCG into Hufflepuff despite their penchant for murder. Chetney was a little hard, but I landed in Gryffindor for him. He's often invisibly heading headfirst into danger, and I thought that outweighed the horniness. Which for some reason I aligned with Slytherin because they want to Slytherin yo bit. Anyway, Ashton for me is a Slytherin. I think they're incredibly brave dealing with the constant pain their traumatizing past has dealt them, so they could have very easily been a Gryffindor, but Ashton's flavor of chaos, not to mention the fact that he has "fuck you" on the back of his jacket, can't be ignored. Fern gave me Hufflepuff vibes when she was first introduced and we saw her character art. However, there's no way she's not a Slytherin. That seems like the home of the kleptos. Then you have Laudna, who is very similar because her aesthetic screamed Slytherin, but she's a Hufflepuff. She's the best girl, of course she belongs there. She's loyal, kind-hearted, and fun. The last one I'm still undecided on. I think Imogen has a lot going on with her, and there's just a lot we still don't know about her story and her trajectory. So it's hard to put her in a box. She's sweet and caring, so that screams Hufflepuff. She's also gone through a lot of loneliness and heartbreak, and has found the courage to still find friends and live with her condition around other people despite their noise. That screams Gryffindor for me. So I kind of want to put her there. I don't know. Maybe let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm really curious at where you'd place player characters and what your thought process is behind their sortings. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like the video and let me know if you want to see more dumb videos like this. Check out my recaps of Campaign 3 on my channel or any of my music. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Good day, my friends.
We don't have to talk about